Hi, my name is Professor Hamilton. I am teaching Writing 111, Introduction to College Writing B. Students have taken College Writing A 110 before this, and I'm going to be demonstrating various features of the online class. So as you can see right here, we are starting off on the home page. Go ahead, and this is where I will post announcements, and everything that you see, anything that needs attention, information on the ASC, which is where they get extra credit, all of that. So after you've taken a look at the different features I've added to that, go ahead and go to the Start Here page. All right, so the first thing you see right here is the welcome letter. What is important here is information on how to access Blackboard if students need any help or reminders with that. Information about when we will be meeting because we are a hybrid class. Information about contacting me, the different methods for that. Information on student support. Informations on grade notifications and where they can find more detailed information on that, which is the syllabus. And then lastly, an introduction to the unit and the student learning objectives. These are what I will be referencing in each of the learning units when I talk about which objectives we are meeting that week, essentially. And then on the bottom here, you'll see a video link called Accessing Weekly Learning Units. This is demonstrating how students are going to access the different learning units, what's in them, and basically kind of an overview of what's going to be required of them over the semester. So go ahead and go to the syllabus. When you click and open the link, you'll see this. What's important here, what I'd like to highlight, is information on student-professor communication, my contact information, and information on how to email me, kind of going over the format for that, my office hours, information regarding response times, ULV's drop policy, and information about tuition, all of that, academic calendars, and then stuff on due dates and late assignment / exam submission, all late work, all that information there. More detailed information like we talked about for grade notification, and then information regarding extra credit, which can also be found on the home page, the grading scale, and then the different course policies. And then from there, we get to the required textbooks, other required material for the course, description, and goals. And as you can see, this unit is going to be about humor, academic conversations surrounding race, gender, and politics. So right there's the course description, and then again is the learning outcomes. In the learning units, the outcomes are referred to by these following numbers. So 1 through 5, to look what they are, this is where they're listed. And then under that, we see course requirements and assignments. This is the distribution of how much is each thing worth, and the description of the course, the description of the assignments, as well as the prompts. Information on the quizzes are under course requirements and assignments. The point of the quizzes, they ask students very general questions about the author's main claims, main points, main concepts talked about. They're basically just to keep students accountable for reading. And all of the quizzes that the students will be taking in the hybrid class will be in class. So the dates for like when each quiz is under the docket. So this is information on like what the quiz will entail and how students can best prepare for each quiz. Students will find out their quiz grade right after, like at the end of that class period. I return the quizzes back to them. After you've had some time to go through that, the next thing I'd like for you to look at is under the rubric tab. Right here you will see a description of what's below, and then this right here is the actual rubric for all students' major writing assignments. This is the rubric that the writing program asks us to use for those assignments. The discussion board posts have their own rubric, and that rubric is under discussion boards right here. And we'll go to that next, but it's what I'm highlighting right here. Underneath rubric is the sample research paper of an example paper of a student who received a high A the last semester I taught this unit. So I've attached kind of what an example to better illustrate what I'm looking for in the prompt. And all the prompts for the assignments, again, are in the syllabus. Go ahead and go to discussion board. Here you will see the rubric, first of all, for discussion board posts. The first thing is the Q&A, where students will post general questions they have about the class. And then the discussion board posts are underneath. Three discussions will be added to this. They will be the discussion board posts for the discussion leader assignment. That's what it's labeled as in the syllabus and further explained there. Essentially, students are responsible for creating a series of questions that the rest of the class is going to respond to that week to better prepare them for the discussion on the article that the group has selected and is going to be leading discussion on. And then the last thing right here is research paper presentation. Students will receive a detailed rubric and a detailed rubric for this before as we get closer to finals week. But this is just to give them kind of an overview of what's coming for this so they can prepare themselves as they write their research paper. But we will go into more detail with this as the class approaches in class. And then the last major section I want to show you is learning units, which is right here. This is essentially the course schedule and how the course is broken up. It's broken up into modules. Each module equals 1 week in the semester. Since it is hybrid, we don't meet every Friday, but we meet most. What's highlighted in red is the dates that we're going to meet. And then above right here, this is the dates that students have to complete the assignment. So they have until the last day listed by class time, 12:10, whether we meet or not. And that's explained in the welcome letter as well as the syllabus. So let me click on Module 1 to kind of show you what's in here. All right, so the first thing that students see is the docket, which is the list of everything that they need to read, write, watch, or listen to that week. Since we are learning about humor, I'm sorry, there are some different material related to humor that students I integrate into the course each week to support those objectives. All right, so we see the docket. Underneath, when you see this means that it is a reading for students uploaded. All material are in each of the dockets. So anything that you need to do besides the discussion board posts, which of course you go under discussion board, is in the docket. All right, so response papers are their writing assignments throughout the semester. They don't have one due the first week, but this is the prompt for it. Let me go to week 2 to show you where they submit their response papers. All right, so you can see week 2 that's not highlighted in red, meaning we're not meeting that week. But students, even if we're not meeting, because it is hybrid, they have something due. So this is the docket. Let's do this week. We see response number 1. Here's the reading. Here's the Daily Show videos. We're learning about political satire. The research paper prompt, all of that. And then right here, response paper 1. This is where students submit their responses and information about what format do I submit things in, and like how exactly do I do this? Am I uploading it, or what am I doing? Is all explained in the video on the start here. All right, well, that concludes my walkthrough of what my hybrid courses for Writing 111 is going to look like. Thank you.